Okay, we are on to the second part of my declutter, my spring clean declutter, if you will. Now, I'm going to give you a few warnings in this video. I don't know if I did them in the last video. I hope I did. But the purpose of this declutter is not to be necessarily a super hardcore, get rid of 50% of my collection declutter. At this stage, it's to see what I have. Get rid of the ones that I know are old in particular, and to remember what I have so I can use it, so that at the end of the year when I do my intense declutter, I can get rid of what I've been testing doesn't work for me. But for this one, concealers and foundations, it is very much currently just to get rid of the old ones, a couple that I just don't like or a couple that aren't great color matches. But that is the purpose of this declutter. Please don't be shocked at the amount of makeup I have. I love makeup. I collect it. And my name is Lauren. Hello. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button. I would appreciate it. And let's get into my concealer, foundations, and what I like to call luminizers declutter, because it is needed. And I think, well, we have the foundations out in front, but I do kind of want to start with my concealers. So I'm going to go ahead. I have most of them in a basket, actually. They were just kind of out and about for the picture and the shock value, I guess I should say. But let me move these to the side so we can start with my concealers. There's a lot of old concealers that I would ideally like to get rid of. So I think we're going to have a good return rate there. Let's see. But let me move all this stuff over. Okay, more or less have them all out of the picture. I have my kombucha. If you like kombucha, Rowdy Mermaid, I'm telling you, it's the best kombucha. Sponsor me, Rowdy Mermaid. Okay, so bam. Oh, and bam. These are my concealers that we will be going through. There's too many. I know that. But again, the purpose of this video, so I'm trying to make sure my legs aren't in the shot, but the purpose of this video is really to see what I have, get rid of what I know for sure is old, and then test whatever's left. So, ooh, this is a little bit of a rough one. Oh, just a little bit. And there's going to be no rhyme or reason for this. I'm definitely not going to swatch all of these because that would take me forever. But let's just start going through them. Okay, first up, we have the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Light Illuminating Smoothing Concealer. I have mine in the color Oatmeal. This one's relatively new. I got it when it was on sale, so I'm still testing it. My initial impression is that I don't love it, just because I am 35 plus now, and I want to cover up as much as possible. And I feel like this one really does sink into the lines, but I need to continue testing it before I decide. So we are going to keep this one for now. We have one from Rose Inc. This is, let me see, the concealer corrector in LX10. I believe I have two of these in different colors. Yes, here's the other one. So this one is an LX20. I actually really like this concealer. It was a little bit heavier, which I didn't mind because it did a pretty good job covering up my under eyes. But at this point, these are pretty old. Let me do the good old sniff. Okay, that just looks gross though, like right around there, but let me sniff it. It's definitely changed color and it smells. Clean beauty, guys. It goes bad pretty fast. So we're gonna get rid of these two. I think they've just gone off, but I did enjoy them while I had them. YSL All Hours Precise Angles Concealer. I have mine in the color LC2. I really like this concealer. I find the applicator so funny. It's ginormous. This like little doe foot is so big, and I kind of love it. I think this is a great concealer though. It doesn't really sink into my fine lines. It doesn't cover as much as I want it to, but I think it does a good job kind of making them look a little less apparent. So we're gonna keep this one. CoSauce, we have a couple from there. Some are older. I thought I had a third one. I'm not seeing it. Maybe I don't. Let me sniff them. It smells okay. It smells okay. Okay, so I have it in 01N and I have it in 1.5C. And I really like these. I think they do a good job, not necessarily covering up my under eyes, but just making them look a little more hydrated actually. And I really like this concealer, but I will say that I had a Kosas foundation and it's long gone, but it was the worst smelling thing that I've ever smelled after it went bad, and it went bad fast. So these ones are okay for now. We sniffed them, they smell okay. We're gonna keep them for now. Okay, House Labs. I was so excited when they launched this because I am definitely one of the people who loves the House Labs foundation, but this is in the color 5 Fair Peach. They did like a special launch with Sephora where they made it a limited amount of them available ahead of time, and I managed to snag this one, and all the lighter colors were sold out, but I actually think I got lucky. I think this is my color. Less is more with this product for sure. It is not bad, but it is a little bit heavy. So if I am particularly tired or my under eyes are looking a little bit rough, I find it sinks into my fine lines and it doesn't look great. But if I use less and typically use my finger to kind of blend it out, I think it looks okay. This is one I still want to continue to use. I'm not ready to let it go yet, but it will be under some consideration for end of the year massive declutter. So we're going to keep it for now and see how it does. Okay, classic. We have the NARS concealer. This is in light 1.25 Affogato. I actually smelled it and it smells like it's gone off. This one is one of my older ones. So I'm going to get rid of this one because it smells a little bit funky. So we're going to say goodbye to this one. This is my declutter bag. Oh, Dior, the Forever Skin Correct. This is in the color 1N. This is also really old. Let me sniff it. Doesn't smell bad, but they've reformatted it since I've gotten this one. So this one is definitely the older version. I think I'm just going to get rid of it. I'd rather get rid of it and be a little bit safe, especially when, you know, putting stuff around your eyes. And yeah, I don't really trust it anymore. And I've actually been avoiding using it because it's so old. So we're going to get rid of this one. Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I have mine in the, in the color Snow. I like this one. This one is another one where it's a little bit heavier, so less is more when I use it. Tends to work best for me. But it's also heavy enough where you can use it. I've used it actually over skin tint as kind of a second layer of foundation if the skin tint wasn't quite doing the job for me. And I really like this one. It blends out well, so we're keeping this one. Oh, Milk Makeup. Look how gross the packaging is. Yeah, fingerprints, guys. Sorry. This isn't 3N. I thought it was the color for me. It is actually just a little bit too light, even for me. I'm like pretty pale. But when you blend it out, look at that. It's white and it's 3N. So I don't even know if I like this product. I couldn't really tell you. Unfortunately, I didn't exchange it in time to get the right color for me. So we're getting rid of this one. Huda Beauty. This is a little bit of a newer one. This is the Faux Filter Concealer. I have mine in the color Yogurt Drops, which is 1.5B. I'm not quite sure what the B stands for. But this is another heavier one, so it's a little more full coverage. And I'm not 100% sure how I feel about it. It's a little bit heavier than what I typically like. So this is one that is going to require much more testing throughout the year before I decide if I keep it or let it go. But we're going to keep it for now. Oh, Becca. I keep finding Becca products and it makes me sad. This is the Under Eye Brightening Concealer. It actually smells fine. It really does, but this little pot just gets lost. It is very old. I think it's time to say goodbye to this one. Again, like you don't really want to put old stuff around your eyes, especially, or like anywhere really, but especially around your eyes. Okay, we have a couple from Natasha Denona. This is the, I always forget the names, the High Glam Concealer Brightening and Hydrating. This one is in the color R2. And then we have the High Glam Correcting Concealer in C1. These are fantastic. These were some of my favorite concealers from last year. And I feel like I tried a lot of concealers, but these were great. So we're going to hold on to both of these. MAC. This is the Studio Fix 24-hour smooth wear concealer in the color NC15. It looks gross, but this one's actually not even, oh, I'm gonna shake it up, not even that old. So this one is just wanting to separate already, but this is a good concealer. We're gonna hold on to it. Again, it's not old, it's just doing its own thing today. Looking pretty gross. We're gonna keep this. Givenchy, we have the Prism Libre Skin Caring Corrector. This is the green one. I don't use this enough. I need to pull this out. It's supposed to help counteract redness in your face, and I do have redness in certain areas, but I find the color correctors to be a little bit tricky to use. I'm just gonna say it. I'm not a makeup artist. I just have a lot of makeup. So this one is just going to require, I think, more practice, but we're going to hold on to this. I want to use it more. Givenchy is obviously a very expensive brand, and I want to see if I can make this work for me. We have from Ritual Defeat, this is their Lab Access Release Concealer. I have mine in the color Potion 110. So a lot of the times what Ritual Defeat does, they're an indie brand, they're amazing, but they will release products a little early just to get kind of feedback from the community. So they'll release them at a reduced price, which is really nice, and then you can give your feedback. So this is actually one I'm still testing. I so far really like it. I like Ritual Defeat a lot. So we are testing it. We're not sure, but we are going to keep it. Okay, Anastasia Beverly Hills. This one's really old. This is the Magic Touch Concealer. I have mine in the color 3. This is just old. I think at this point it's time to say goodbye, so we're gonna get rid of this one. But it was good while it lasted. It's giant. This is like a giant, like compared to one of these. It's a lot of product. It was a good concealer, but it's just older, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Same with this product. This is the Lancome Tinty Doll Ultra Wear All Over Concealer. This one is in the color, oh, I hate how they do their colors, Buff N. This is not the color, this is the color. Maybe they're both the color, but it's confusing. And we're gonna get rid of it. It's again, a little bit older, a little bit heavy for what I typically like, but it's good if you're looking for extra coverage, but we're gonna get rid of this one. We have the Tower 28. This is the Serum Concealer in BU? Maybe that's the color. I'm still testing this one. I think I might have gotten it in the wrong color. It's very beige. No, I think it's okay. I don't know. I need to test it more. It's a better color than the milk one. Look at that. It's just white. It's crazy. But we are going to hold on to this one and continue to test it. Rare Beauty. Okay, this is the Rare Beauty Concealer Corrector in 130N. I don't know how I feel about this one. I haven't used it in a while, and it actually smells a little bit iffy. I don't think it's that old, but I don't love the smell. So I think for now, we are going to say goodbye to this one. It didn't leave an impact on me, so we're just going to say goodbye. Fenty Beauty. This is the new concealer that came out pretty recently. This is We're Even in the color 140N. The We're Even concealer, a hydrating longwear concealer. Love it. This is pretty good. I wouldn't say it has high coverage, but I do like that it really doesn't sink into my fine lines. It does leave my under eyes a little bit brighter. But again, it's not great with coverage, but I do like it, especially on those days where I don't necessarily need or want a lot of coverage. So we're going to hold on to this one. Okay, this is the YSL Touchiclat High Cover Radiant Concealer. I don't know what color this is, but it's going to be light probably. I think it's in light. It's kind of similar to the Fenty in that it doesn't have a lot of coverage. It's supposed to brighten. It's a clicky pen. Gotta love those. I haven't used it a lot because the couple times I did use it, I hated it. I really dislike the applicator as well. I don't love it, but I'm going to hold on to it. I'm going to keep using it. Okay. I'm going to keep using it until I am sure that I don't want it anymore because it was expensive. So that's shallow reason, but that's why we're keeping it for now. We have another Givenchy, another Prism Libre Skin Caring Concealer. This one is an N120. This is great. I do like this product quite a bit. It does a good job covering without being overly heavy, which I really like. So keeping this one. We have some Moiras. We have 3. All their different concealers. We have the Prep Concealer in 100 Fair. We have the Lavish Creamy Concealer in 75 Vanilla Bean. And we have the Mega Concealer Waterproof Full Coverage in 150. This one I know I really like because I've used it quite a bit. So I'm going to hold on to this one. It is a bit heavier, but we're going to keep it. These ones I need to do a little bit more testing with. So Creamy Concealer, it sometimes worries me when they're a little bit too liquidy because then they can sometimes like highlight my under eyes. So we're going to test these out this year. We're really going to figure these ones out. So we're keeping these. Oh, Charlotte Tilbury, the Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer. I have mine in the color 3 Fair. What's funny is I think I was one of the few people that liked the foundation that came out when this concealer came out. You're going to see it. It's almost empty. Did not like this concealer. Did terrible things to my under eyes. It needs to go. It needs to go. We have the Surratt. This is their concealer. It looks like this. Let's see, it's in the color 2. This one I haven't really gotten to play around with too much, so we're gonna hold on to this one. I really love Surratt, but I'm a little worried the coverage is a little bit light, but we'll see. Okay, Lancome Serum Concealer in 120N. This one was great. I thought it did a really good job with coverage without sinking into my fine lines, but we have another one that's older, so it's gotta go. Makeup by Mario. This is the Surreal Skin Awakening Concealer in 160. I don't know. I haven't been loving this one, but I'm not ready to say for sure if I want to get rid of it. So we're going to hold on to it for now. We have the Tarte C Hydro Concealer in the color 20B Light Beige. When did I get this? Sometimes they just smell a little funky, you know, like not bad necessarily, but they don't smell great anymore. I don't have an opinion on this except it's gotta go. I don't think it's good anymore. Flower Beauty, this is the Get Real Serum Concealer. I have mine in the color Ivory. It's, let's see. Still good. I think I've only used this one like once, so I need to test it more. It's a good color though, so we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep testing this one. e.l.f. the Flawless Brightening Concealer, which is something on it. I got this one because everyone was hyping it up. It's one of these, again, just like that stupid YSL pen. Oh God, I don't like these. I don't think it's a great way for product to come out. It's annoying, if anything, but this one I'm not sure how I feel, so we're gonna hold on to it for now. The Makeup Forever HD Skin, I have mine in the color 1.1N. I think this one may not be the right color for me. I don't remember though. Let me see. It's a little bit warm. It's a little bit yellow, to be honest. I'm gonna keep trying it for now, but potentially this one may get decluttered at the end of the year for being the wrong color. But I want to try this one out more. We have a couple pots. We have the REM Beauty in Fair 4CN. This is the concealer corrector. I used it and I liked it, and then I never touched it again because potted concealers just, I don't use them. They're just a lot of work. Sometimes I just want to go. So we're going to get rid of this one. And then I have, oh my God, I just vacuumed. We have the Bobbi Brown corrector in Bisque. This one's not that old, I don't think. I'm going to hold on to this one. I do want to, it smells okay. I do want to keep using this one because it was a little more expensive. I think it's a little too thick for me, to be honest. I don't typically like, especially concealers this thick, but I want to keep trying it before I for sure get rid of it. So you're going to keep that. We're going to do the final count at the end, but let me move all my foundations in. Well, let me move some of my foundations in. Okay, these are the majority, I believe, of what I call my illuminators or whatever you'd like to call it. These are kind of products that I typically add into my foundations to give them a little more of a dewy, hydrating effect, and some of them work better than others. So I don't know if I'm going to get rid of any of these, but let's go through them. This is the Nabla Angels Aura that I have not used yet. I wanted to do a short, but I'm kind of scared. It might be just like too dark. Wow. Okay. That's a lot. It's very wet. Oh, and it smells weird. We're going to get rid of it. I wanted to try it, but I think I let it sit for a little too long. And I think it's just very wet. Very wet. So we're going to declutter this one. I have a couple from MAC. These are the Strobe Dewy Skin Tints. I have mine in the colors Light 1 and Light 2. These are great. These are a little bit newer, and I like these a lot, so we're keeping these. This is my declutter bin. And then we're gonna put the ones we're keeping over in this corner. I have a couple from Auric. This is their Glowless Radiant Luminizer, and I have it in Selenite and Morganite. And Morganite is definitely more my color, but I'm going to keep both of these for now because they are a bit on the pricier side. Oh, and we're putting them in the wrong area already. The classic Hollywood Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury. This is in the color Too Light. This is just really old, and I actually do like this product a lot to mix in with my foundations, but I'm going to get rid of this because it's old, and I think this one might have actually been responsible for giving me some sort of weird, I don't know, weird reaction to it because it's old. Same with this one. This is the MAC Strobe Cream. This is in Peach Light. This is older, so we're going to get rid of it. I just said I wasn't going to get rid of any. Look at me. I have two from Lisa Eldridge. This is their Elevated Glow. And let's see, I have it in the color Crystal Nebula and Pink Moon. Pink Moon is amazing. It's so good. It's more my color. Crystal Nebula I got because Pink Moon was sold out. I should have just waited, but we're still going to keep them both. Okay. I love Lisa Eldridge. You can do no wrong, Lisa. And then we have the Beauty Bay Glow Filter. This is in the color BB 101. This is great. This is actually very similar to the Charlotte Tilbury, so I'm glad that I got rid of the Charlotte Tilbury and kept this one. Charlotte Tilbury's old, but this one's great, so we're going to keep this one. Okay. Again, we're going to have no rhyme or reason for the order that we go through these because we don't need to have a rhyme or reason. It's foundations and there's a lot, so let's get going. Okay, so first up, let's talk about the Rachel Defee Luminous Elixir 3-Drop Foundation / 3-Drop Weightless Serum Foundation. It's not two of them. I mean, it is. Obviously, it's two of them. But this was actually the lab release that I tried out. So this is in the color Ceres. And then this is the final product, which is in the color Potion 120. I don't need this one anymore. It's pretty old. This is an excellent foundation, though. You literally only need 3 drops. So I'm going to get rid of this one. I'm going to keep this one. This has been the year where I rediscovered my NARS. This is the Soft Matte Complete Foundation in Yukon Light 2.5. This is fantastic. This is such a good foundation. I've been really into matte foundations lately, and so I kind of neglected this one for about a year, but I'm glad that it's still going strong. It still smells fine. No weird effects on my face when I use it. It's really good, so we're keeping it. We have the Natasha Denona Foundation X. This is in the color 5N Claire. 5N Fair. Okay. This is just really old, so it has to go, but this was such a good foundation. I really wish she would relaunch it because I would buy it. It's really good. It's a great, more full coverage foundation that never looked heavy. We have the Tarte Amazonian Clay 16-hour full coverage. This is in 20N Light Neutral. This one is okay. It's a little bit heavier. I like it for when I need a little bit more coverage. I don't reach for it a whole lot, but we are going to keep it for now. Okay. These look disgusting. These separate so fast. These are the RCMA what are these called? Foundations. That's it. I have it in N230 and N210. I was, back in the day when I used to watch Toddy, I was influenced by her to buy these. She said they were the best foundation. They're a little too heavy for me. They're fine, but they're just not really my thing. Again, like, I like something a little more natural, a little more luminous, and these are just very heavy. So they're great if you need a heavy coverage day, but I rarely go outside if I need more coverage, so we're gonna get rid of these. I have my Fenty Beauty. This is the Ease Drop Blur Smooth Tint Stick in color 4. Took me forever to figure out what color to get, but this one I feel like is perfect. It looks a little warm here. I've been kind of saving it for the summer because it is a little on the warm side for me, but this is great. We're keeping this. This is an excellent product. Givenchy, we love you. This is the Prism Libre Skin Caring Glow. I have mine in the color 2N120, or probably it's just 120. But this is a great foundation. I need to pull this out more. It's a heavy bottle. You gotta love that luxury packaging. And it gives your skin a really luminous glow. It's really pretty. I really like this one. We're keeping this one. Oh, Shiseido. This is the Synchro Skin Refreshing Foundation. I have mine in the color Shell. This is a really great foundation, but mine is really old. So again, this is spring cleaning. We are getting rid of the old. We're keeping what we know is still good. I have so much in front of me, and I just don't want to keep anything that could potentially, I don't know, have a bad effect on my skin. So we're going to get rid of this one. I have a couple different Chanels. I have the CC Cream. This is in, is there no color? 10 beige. 10 beige. And then I have the Le Beige Sheer Healthy Glow Moisturizing Tint. Apply with fingertips. This is in the color Light. These are both great. Chanel makes one of the best foundations. Like, I'm not saying that just because they're expensive, but these are legitimately good. So we're keeping my Chanels. We've got a little mini of the Hydroflex Tarte C in 14N. Kitty, stop it. We're gonna get rid of this one. I don't remember if I like it, but it's pretty old and it's tiny. We can get rid of this one. Same with this. This is the Fenty Soft Matte Pro Filter in 170. Again, just because it's a little bit older, you know, I actually might want to repurchase this because I'm in my matte phase, but we're going to get rid of it for now. Again, if I want to rebuy it, I can, but for now, I probably don't need any more, obviously. And we're going to get rid of this one. Oh, and this one, because I have it in 2 colors. We have 2 from Rare Beauty. This is the Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer Broad Spectrum. The sunscreen in this expired 9/23. I have the colors 14 Warm and 12C. These are great if you want a very light skin tint. This is almost too light for what I typically like though. So I really don't reach for these. I have skin tints that I like a lot better than this. And because the sunscreen's expired, which is fine, I always do double layers of sunscreen anyways, but I just don't reach for them, so I'm gonna get rid of these. We have the Hourglass Hydrating Skin Tint Veil. This is in the color 3. This is an example of a better skin tint that I like a little bit more. It makes my skin look so dewy. It really does. But it's great. Again, it's a skin tint, so we're not talking about high coverage or really any coverage. Just minimal coverage with this, especially this one, especially this tint. But I just think it makes my skin look so hydrated. So we're gonna hold on to this one. We have the Misha Magic Cushion Cover Lasting in number 21. I don't know if that's the color or if this is the color, but everyone was going on and on about cushion foundations. So I got one and then I never used it because I don't typically reach for cushion foundations. So I can't tell you if it's good or not because I never reached for it. So we're gonna get rid of it. This is another one that's kind of been sitting around that I have been avoiding eye contact with because I should have used it and I didn't. So I'm gonna say goodbye to that one. Laura Mercier, we have the Tinted Moisturizer Oil-Free Broad Spectrum SPF 20 Sunscreen in 2N1 Nude. This one also, the sunscreen in it has expired 12/23, so it expired kind of recently. This is also just a little bit dark on me. It was a little bit darker than I thought it would be, so we're going to get rid of this one. I have the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I have this one in Mont Blanc. I think that's how you pronounce it. My French is terrible. But we're holding on to this one. This one, not my favorite NARS. Again, I've been loving that matte one a lot, but we're keeping this one. We have Guerlain, the Gold Skin Peru. Let's see. Oh, this is in French. Okay, Foundation, Rejuvenating Radiance 24 Care and Wear. I have mine in the color 1N. This is for sure one of my favorite foundations of 2023. It is the most beautiful. That's why it's got water spots on it, because I kept it by my sink because I was using it so much. It's a fantastic foundation. Like, no complaints. It's so good. We obviously are keeping it. Another one. This one is new this year. This is the Prada Reveal Foundation. I have mine in the color, oh God. Okay, so I'm gonna have to take it out to see the color. Oh, there it is, LC5. So it's a refillable foundation, which is pretty cool. But another fantastic luxury foundation. This one is really, really good. I like this one quite a bit, so we are keeping it. I kept saying I would use this one and I never did. This is the Chanel Le Beige Eau de Tint. This is in the color light. The color light. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. We're going to keep it for now. I just need to use it. Maybe I need to put this in my next project pan. I'm thinking yes. Yeah, it's annoying. Like, look, I fell for it. I was like, oh, that's such a cool concept. But it's just breaking down those little beads. Just kind of annoying. The water that it's in just dilutes it quite a bit. But I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it for now. I have an extra of the Forever Skin Glow from Dior in 2N. This is just a backup because I do like this product a lot. But we are obviously keeping that one. Okay, we have the Too Faced Born This Way Healthy Glow SPF 30 in porcelain. Ooh, I hope this one hasn't expired yet because I like this one a lot. I like this one a lot. This is a skin tint, but I think this has great coverage for a skin tint. It is fantastic. I don't know why not other people were as excited about it as I was, because I think it's great, but we are keeping this one. Another one that is really great that no one really talks about. This is from Flower Beauty. This is the Light Illusion Luminous Makeup Nude Skin Feel All Day Wear. And this one is in the color, oh, Ivory L2, it's on front. This is actually in a glass bottle. It's really heavy, and this is just a great product, so we're gonna hold on to this one. I have a couple from Makeup Forever. If you've been watching my project pan, this might look familiar. This is the HD Skin. This is in the color 1R02. I actually finished a travel size of this for my project pan. So that's why it might look familiar, but I actually have it in 2 colors, go figure. But this is great, so we're keeping this. And then I also have the new one, which is the Skin Hydra Glow. And this is in the same color, 1R02. And this is great too. It definitely does not give you as much coverage. And I feel like it highlights my pores quite a bit. I do like the fact that it makes your skin look very hydrated, very luminous, but I do have to add a little bit of extra concealer for this one. But I still like it. We're still going to keep it. We've got the Be Perfect Chrome Cover. I have no idea what color this is. Huh. No, I have no idea what color this is in. That's annoying. I don't see it anywhere on the bottle. Okay, well, this is a little bit heavier than what I typically like, but I do want to keep using it. I'm not ready to let go of it. It's not new, but newish, newer. So we're going to keep it. We have the Haus Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. I have mine in the color A42. Nope, 100 Light Neutral. And yes, as I've said before, I am definitely a fan of this foundation. I think it's fantastic. I think it just does a great job making your skin look so healthy. It doesn't fall into any of my lines. I don't feel like it highlights my pores or anything. It's just a great foundation. So obviously, after that glowing review, we're keeping it. We've got a tiny little Studio Skin 24-Hour Hydra Foundation from Smashbox in 1.1. I don't remember when I got this, so better safe than sorry. I'm gonna get rid of it. Okay, we've got the Lancome Tinty Doll Ultra Wear Care and Glow. I have mine in the color 120N. This is a great foundation that I have not used in a while. So we're gonna keep it, we're gonna use it. Should be fine. Yeah, should be fine. It's not that old, so we're gonna hold on to this one. Lisa Eldridge, again, she can do no wrong. This is the Seamless Skin in the color 5. This is great. The only complaint I have is I do not like the bottle because you have to lay it down. It's like, I don't know, it's supposed to be a work of art. It looks great on my skin, and I really do love how hydrating it is. The coverage isn't super heavy. It's on the lighter side, I would say, but it's like my skin, but better. It just makes my skin look fantabulous. So obviously keeping. We have the infamous Laura Mercier Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting Foundation. This is in the color 1N2 Vanille. People were so shocked by how great the coverage was for this, but it's a pretty heavy coverage foundation. So we're going to keep it for now. I like it. I mean, I don't love it as much as so many people on the internet did. It's good, but it is much heavier than what I typically like. So we're keeping it, but you know, that one could be on the chopping block. Oh, I think this might be one of my, if not the most expensive foundation in my collection. This is the number 1 de Chanel Fond de Teint. I have mine in the color BR12. This is from like their special Red Camellia line. Yeah, this is fantastic. If I still have it when I die, it's going to be buried with me because it's fantastic. It's so good. They can just use this on me even in death because it's that expensive. We're not ever letting go of it until we finish the bottle. We have Suko, the liquid foundation. This is in the color, I don't know. It's not 3411, I don't think. I'm not sure what color this is. Most of the writing is in Japanese, so I'm not 100% sure. Suko is a Japanese brand. This is a fantastic foundation, and we're keeping it. This is actually pretty new in my collection too, so we're keeping it. I don't want to get rid of this, okay? I don't want to get, this is the Westman Atelier. This is the skin tint, well, Vital Skincare Complexion Drops in Atelier 0.5. This I didn't like from the get-go. I didn't love it, okay? We're keeping it though. I'm gonna mix it in with other products because it's so expensive for this tiny, tiny little product. I will not let my money go to waste. I will use every single drop of it, even if I hate it. It's just one of those products. I can't. Okay, last batch, I swear. So turns out I have another one of the Natasha Denona Foundation X. This one is in the color 22R. This one has a little bit of a reddish undertone, which did not work for me very well, but I typically mixed it in with the other one I had. But again, we're talking about a much older foundation, so it has to go. This is the Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Tint. This is in the color 125 Fair Astrid. This is a great foundation. It feels very close to empty. Expires 2023. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. This one's another one that's a little bit older. Oh, this one was so good. But it does say expired. I know that's just the SPF. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. Oh, same with this one. This is the NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. This is in Gotland Light 1.2. This also expired in 2023. Again, it's just the sunscreen. The product itself is okay, but I would rather just buy a new one, to be honest, with sunscreen that works. So because it's expired, I'm going to say goodbye to this one. I'm doing terrible with this, but I did warn you. The point of this declutter is less to declutter, more to see what I have, and then work through that. This is the Misha Perfect Cover BB Cream in number 13. I haven't used this yet. I was influenced by somebody to buy this. Somebody was raving about it. I bought it. I have not used it. So we're going to hold on to it and we're going to use it. An OG product. This is the Dior Air Flash Spray Foundation in 2N. Yeah, no, I will finish this product before I let it go. They don't make it anymore. It's old. I don't care. It's a Dior. It's fantastic. They should have never stopped making it, okay? It's so good. This is the Huda Beauty Glowish Multi-Dew Skin Tint. Mine is really dirty. I don't know what's on it. It's in the color light. I think it leaked though, because you can kind of see around the edges. Something doesn't look right. This was super glowy to the point where it's hard for me to use. And it doesn't look like it's doing super well anyway, so we're gonna get rid of this one. This is like Kosas Tinted Face Oil in 3. I got this in like an Ipsy or something. It's so old. But like it's hard for me to throw stuff away, obviously. If you couldn't tell. But I'm throwing this away. It's old and I know it's going to smell like death. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. This is in the color 3N. The little red tape is because it was in my project pan last year. And I'm so close to finishing it. You can see it's almost done. And I will finish it. So we're keeping it until it's done. YSL All Hours Foundation. I have mine in the color B20 Ivory. This is great. This is pretty light. This is definitely a more kind of winter foundation for me color-wise. But I feel like this one does a great job with coverage. Again, not falling into my fine lines, which I appreciate. And yeah, it's really good. SPF 20. Gotta love the SPF. This is Jane Iredale. This is the Liquid Mineral Foundation in Radiant. I was going to compare this to the Chanel one. I never used it. Oh God, I hate it so much. Yeah. Now we're just going to get rid of it. It's a bit gimmicky, this formula, this idea. It looks cool, but in actual usage, it's kind of annoying. It smells a little like glue. Okay, this is the Smashbox Halo Healthy Glow All-in-One Tinted Moisturizer. This one is in the color Fair Light. This one's okay. I'm pretty sure this one's okay. No, I don't remember when I bought. No, I think it's okay. I'm going to double check on this one. As long as it's not too old, I'm going to hold on to it though. Oh, this one's dirty. Great. We have the Laura Mercier Silk Cream Moisturizer in Rose Ivory. Oh God, this one has to be so old. Yeah, this one's just old. We're going to get rid of this one. It was great though. It's very light, but it makes your skin looks really, really hydrated. I like this more than the Laura Mercier that went viral, but this one didn't go viral. Sad. We have the Fenty Beauty. These are the Ease Drops in the colors 3. This color is a little off for me. It's not perfect. It's a little bit warm leaning, but I do like these. I'm going to keep them for now and then see how I feel at the end of the year. We have the MAC Studio Radiance Serum Powered Foundation. This one's a little bit newer too. This is an NW10. I really like this one. Coverage isn't super heavy. I'd say light medium, but it really does give your skin a little bit of a glow. It's really pretty. And I really do like MAC foundations, and I have like none right now. We have another NARS. This is the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. Actually, I think this is my second one. I know I have 2 of these. So we might have already gone over the other one somewhere in my hoard. Unless it's at the side of my sink. I thought I grabbed all of them, but I might have missed one. But this is in the color Mont Blanc. Again, I have 2. Is it right in front of me? No, it's not. And I typically mix them together, but this is such a good foundation. Coverage, again, we're talking on the lighter side, not heavy at all, especially compared to their matte formula, but it's very pretty. It's, I think, a good summer foundation because it doesn't feel heavy at all and just makes your skin look a little bit glowy. Keepin'. This is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Serum Skin Tint in the color 2. This is great. This is a lighter skin tint, but out of all the skin tints, I do like this one. It kind of falls in the middle, but I do want to use it more. I do want to use this one more, so we're keeping it. Okay, we have the Dior Forever. This is the Transfer Proof 24-Hour High Perfection. This is the matte one, I believe. Yeah, I believe this is the matte one. This is in 1.5N. Dior can do no wrong. Okay, Dior is amazing. All their foundations are amazing, period. No need to talk more about that one. Makeup by Mario. This is in the color 2N. This is their Surreal Skin. I don't think I love this one, but I want to continue using it and really decide if I don't like it before getting rid of it. I don't think I like it. I think it's a little bit heavier, and I do think it kind of falls into my fine lines a little bit too much, but we're going to keep it for now. Okay, we have another one from Danessa Myricks. I like this one a lot better. This is the Yummy Skin Serum Foundation. I have mine in the color 4N. I just like the coverage on this one better. Again, it makes your skin look super hydrated and healthy, and I like the coverage. It's definitely on the lighter side again, but it's just a really light wearing foundation. It feels nice on my skin. I like this one. We have the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless 12-Hour Foundation in the color, it's kind of, 115 Ivory. This one's actually new. I think I added it in because I had like a gift card and I had like $5 more on the gift card and I was like, I just want to use it all. So I think that's why I bought this one. And I haven't tried it yet. This is pretty new to my collection, so we're going to keep it. Moira, the Complete Wear Foundation. This is weightless, full coverage, ultra long wear in 150 Barely Beige. This one's a little heavy. I do like it, but I really don't reach for it very often. So I think at this point, just because it's not super well loved, we're just gonna get rid of it. Same with this one. This is the Maracuja Juicy Glow from Tarte Foundation in 12N Fair Neutral. This color, oh, it's broken. It's broken. Okay, yeah, this one, we're gonna be careful because that is about to spill all over the place. But that one is obviously going. 3 more. You can see my sock. Okay, this is the Hourglass Ambient Soft Glow Foundation in the color Ambient 3. This is good, but it is a little bit drier. I have very dry skin, so I typically like to mix in one of the Luminizers with this, but I know I put in a lot of work. It's so dirty. A lot of work on this over the past year, and I want to keep using it until it's gone. I think I can finish it. We will see, but I think I can. Okay, we've got Summer Fridays, the Sheer Skin Tint. This is in the color shade 2. This is good. This is a very sheer skin tint, but it's good. I like it. We're gonna keep it, especially now that summer's coming up, and I think this is gonna work really well. We have, last but not least, REM Beauty. This is their foundation in Fair 6 CN. I tried to get this to work. I really did. I tried very hard. It did not work for me. It is just much too drying for my skin. Again, I have very dry skin, so some things just don't work for me, and this was one of it. I did try to get it to work. I liked the coverage, but it just really sunk into my pores and my fine lines and really highlighted them. So didn't love it. We're gonna get rid of it. Let's talk about how many we're keeping and how many we're getting rid of. Let's start with concealers. So these are the concealers that we are getting rid of. 13. So we are getting rid of 13 concealers. Let's count how many we're keeping. 25. So we clearly have some work to do over the next few months to really test these out to see what's gonna survive my December declutter. Oh God, okay, let's count up my luminizers and foundations. Okay, I didn't want to put this one in the pile because it is broken, but we are getting rid of 26. Okay, we are keeping 47. Yes, the statistics are not in our favor, but again, now I know what I have. I've gotten rid of all the super old ones, which makes me feel a lot better, and this gives me a huge project to work on this summer. Testing, trying out, taking notes, making sure I really have a good idea of what I like and what I don't like. Now again, please don't be horrified at the amount of makeup I have. I know, I get it, that's a lot. We are working on slimming it down and not buying any until a lot of this is gone. So be sure to like and subscribe so you can catch the next declutter that I put out. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.